Heading to my next character. Heading to my next character, we're gonna grab another map too, because we're gonna end up running one of these. I want to run flooded mine. I'll run a channel one. Actually, yeah, we'll run a flooded mine because flooded mine's just quicker. So, might as well do this too before I start talking about the build. Thank you. Okay, so next class. This is my power siphon build. It's very pretty. It's probably the prettiest build I have. Does a lot of damage and it feels really, really good to play. Now I know a couple people have had issues with power siphon. I really like power siphon as far as this build is concerned. Especially with chain and everything like that. It pops screens and it looks really, really pretty overall when you use it. So this is just a fun build, super cheap. Again, I spent literally I spent 5 chaos on this, but you can really get away with just spending 2 chaos. I spent 5 chaos because I got this belt and I just wanted it. There was no other reason that I just felt like it. But the only items you really need are your Piscators, your Thunder Fist, and your Wake of Discretion. Wake of Discretion literally costs 1 fusing. It is not expensive. Thunder Fists, Piscators, they'll cost you 1 chaos each. There you go. 2 chaos, you've made the build. Really cheap build, really easy to start with. So all you're really doing, talking about links. My first links is my Flame Dash. I have faster casting, and then I have a Lightning Golem. Gives me increased attack speed, stuff like that, and it also boosts my lightning damage on my attacks. This is on top of my Piscators, which gives me no physical damage, but it does give me increased attack speed, crit chance, as well as 111% increased elemental damage. Now, you may not get that much of elemental damage on your Piscators because people are stingy with it, and you know you might get 108 roll, 105 roll, stuff like that. But I got a 111 roll because I bought it early in the league, so it was cheap. It is what it is. And then the next thing I have is a Thunder Fist. I have Edict of Inferno on it. I don't need any Edict of Inferno. I just have it here because it is what it is. What I got from the lab. But what you're going to run on here is your Power Siphon right here. This is your Val Power Siphon. This is your clear. This is your run through. This is how you're going to do all your damage. And this is the prettiest skill in the game. Like, hands down. So what Val Power Siphon is linked with is Added Cold, Chain Support, Elemental Damage with attacks, and then you get the level 18 added lightning damage. Also gives you 1 to 100 flat lightning damage to attacks and increased attack speed. For my belt, this is the belt that I got purely out of want and not out of necessity. This is the Nomad. It gives you 47 strength, 41 dex, and 50% increased flash charges gained. It also gives you flat global physical damage. I do not take any use of that. But the elemental resistance are nice, and the 47% increased projectile attack damage while I have 200 dexterity is really nice. That's why I decided to grab this, because I can just grab the strength a little bit extra, and then I'll be all set with this. But this item is not necessary, and it's very expensive. If you just buy it flat out, it's probably between 10 and 20 chaos. I bought it for 4 because I dropped the magnet, which is what it comes from, and then I went and did the quest for it and did the Nomad, which is to kill Boulderback. It's the Great Leader of the North quest, and then it turns into the Nomad. So that's the other one. And then the last unique I got is my Wake of Destruction. I currently have 10% reduced mana cost of skills. That's actually really nice for me. I'm alright with that. It just makes really easy to spend mana and not have to worry about getting it back. And then this adds 1 to 120 lightning damage to attacks, and that's all I really care about. The movement speed is nice, the life gain on kill is nice, but all I care about is the 1 to 120 lightning damage to attacks. I currently have casting damage taken. This is where my Wrath is currently socketed. I have Immortal Call, and then I have a Decoy Totem. Decoy Totem pretty much makes it so you can boss things, because bosses will smack the fuck out of you unless you have it. So yeah, Decoy Totem, definitely want that. As far as my rings, I'm just getting a lot of elemental damage attacks, flat life, elemental resistances, and then some elemental damage to my attack skills. That's pretty much what I have on both of them. It's just resistances, elemental damage to attacks. That's it. That's all you need. As far as my chest, Same story. Life regen, max life, elemental resistances, all you're looking for. Don't need anything serious. I'm currently running my barrage setup on my chest, which is currently barrage, added cold, added lightning, and elemental damage with attacks. When I get a 5 and a 6 link, I'll grab GMP and elemental focus, and those will be my last couple links. I actually need something in my second jacket so I can level those, but I don't have it right now. As far as my curse on hit setup and my hat is terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. This hat right here, this is terrible. This is really bad. I need something better, really badly. This is what I got right now, so I'm sticking it out. It's got accuracy, it's got fire resistance, it's got strength. That's all I got. It's not good. I need something. Somebody help me out here, somebody, please. But what you're running on is Herald Device, Projectile Weakness, Curse on Hit. That's all you're running. As far as the necklace, I'm just running stats. Just need strength and dex. That's all you're looking for. Some crit chance is nice. Some max life would be nice. That's all you're looking for. And then on here, reses, life. That's all you're looking for. Some movement speed, always nice. Evasion shield give you movement speed, so it's always nice. But other than that, that's all you're looking for. As far as a flask, I'm currently running a immunity to bleeding flask because bleeding sucks. I'm currently running a diamond fast because crit chance is really nice, even though you're going to have heavy crit chance just from having power charges. The extra crit chance is really nice overall to get you started. I'm running a silver flask for onslaught, and then I'm running a immunity to bleeding sulfur flask just for the increased 40% damage. And I'm just running another life flask for immunity to freeze because I didn't have anything better to run as far as that. Heading into my skill tree, for Cruel Lab and Normal Lab, you're going to grab Unstable Infusion, and then Deadly Infusion gives you all your crit and all your stuff like that, and all your power charges. And then for your Merciless Nab, I recommend this. Opportunistic gives you the increased movement speed, and it also makes it so you can clear Reflect Max, because your critical strikes cannot be reflected. You'll always crit as long as you have the flask and as long as you have power charges, so you won't get reflected and you won't die from it. Reflect, so really necessary. As far as last flask, I'll just grab this, Ambition Assistance, increased damage overall and stuff like that, but that's for later, and stuff like that. This is what the tree currently looks like as far as leveling. This character is currently level 70, and that's what my stats currently look like overall. My resistances are slightly uncapped. I can work on that, it's not a big deal, but this is what I'm currently looking like heading into PoE. Heading into Path of Building, I mean. Let's go back. Let's go my Power Siphon Assassin. Let's Alt Tab so you guys can see this. Alright, so this is what my tree currently looks like. It's going to look at the end. It's very expansive. It spreads a lot, so that's kind of how it works out. It just kind of is what it is. You're really focusing on a lot of elemental damage. I grabbed a lot of life and then a lot of crit. Crit is extremely important, but the most important node in the entire tree is right here. Essence Sap. This makes it so you can spam your abilities. If you do not get this, you're going to have hell trying to figure out how to run this build. Make sure you grab this. As far as leveling, you can level with just Lightning Trap, and then when you get to about 67 is when you get your Piscators. When you get to 67, you can unspec all your trap damage and all that stuff and switch over to this. But make sure you grab this before you decide to start using the Wandering playstyle. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to get mana and you're going to be in hell. That's how the tree ends up playing out and everything like that. Heading back into the game, I'll show you what it looks like in a map. Okay, so we'll show you what it looks like on a map. I just cleared channel, so we're gonna run this. And you guys can see why I call this the prettiest skill in the game. Be very aware, this skill, if you get into a place with really heavy map density or pack density, you can lag your game to hell. Because it will pretty much one-shot the map, but it's just something you really want to be worried about. I'm gonna skip that. So pretty much the build just kind of looks like this. As far as everything with Power Siphon, that will clear all the map for you. And if you get a nice juicy pack, which is what I'm looking for right now, then you'll be able to hit the Valor Power for a Siphon, and that will instantly clear everything. Bossing is a little bit difficult still at the moment, just because I don't have all the damage typing I would like. But when you get there, it's nice. So this will give you a really easy way to enjoy the wanding type playstyle without having to spend a lot on wanding items and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who have invested heavy currency into wanding. You can easily invest exalts into wanding and run a build like that. I do not, though. I am not running anything like that. This build was very cheap. Again, it only cost me two chaos and a fusing to get started. That's all it costs. 2 chaos and a fusing. It's not something you're going to spend a lot of money on. This is why I have my decoy totem. Makes this very easy if you don't miss. It just makes bossing much easier because you just don't have the single target damage you want immediately. It just isn't there. Barrage eventually scales, but right now it's just not there at the start, and until I get certain items it does not ever get to the point I really am super happy with it. But eventually it does. I will say eventually it does. I don't think it's particularly something that you run like shape or anything like that with it, but it's good for clearing. It's good enough for you to be able to clear packs and stuff like that, and that's all I really care about. Because this build is mainly focused for me to be able to farm a lot of currency. That's all I care about, is me being able to farm a lot of currency really early in the league without having to spend a lot. So, as you can see, clears packs really easily. It takes no time at all. All you're going to do is really just flash around, throw your wand once, and watch everything die. That's all you do. Keep your flasks as active as possible, and you'll be good overall. Your golem's probably gonna die. I don't have increased life on my golem, but it is what it is. So definitely don't play hardcore betrayal. Hardcore betrayal is really bad this league. There's been so many rips I can't even explain it to you. It's been rough. It's been a struggle this year. I do not play hardcore. I played hardcore once this league and died at 22 to Janice. So definitely don't recommend hardcore. Yeah, heading into